Good afternoon, I'm Denise Tan, and this is One News Now. It's back to school today for some 22 million students for academic year 2023 to 2024. For children yet to be enrolled, it's not too late. The Department of Education is accepting late enrollees. While there's no information yet on when the last day of enrollment will be, students are generally allowed to still go to classes so long as they can meet 80% of the number of school days. Meantime, some students and teachers held a sunrise protest in Mendiola, Manila to call out the problems in the public education system. Among these are the lack of budget for classrooms and teaching staff. They also slammed the DepEd for prioritizing curriculum changes rather than addressing long-standing problems in the education system. Vice President and Education Secretary Sara Duterte led the opening of classes this morning. Duterte was in Cebu earlier visiting the newly opened Calaungan 1 primary school in the municipality of Asturias. This is a secluded school 3 hours from the capital of the province. The DepEd said the Vice President chose to visit the school as it is among the last mile programs of the department. In Quezon City, Batasan Hills National High School is facing an old problem, lack of classrooms. BHNHS Principal Dr. Eladio Escolano said the school still needs about 60 classrooms to accommodate all learners. So far, there are over 18,000 enrolled students in Batasan. In Manila, the first day of classes at Padre Mariano Gomez Elementary School in Santa Cruz went smoothly. One of the teaching staff attributed this to the dry run they conducted on Sunday. More than 4,000 students are enrolled in the school so far, including learners with special needs. Still in the NCR, classes in schools involved in the territorial dispute between the cities of Makati and Taguig have also started. In East Rembo Elementary School, students started to arrive as early as 5 a.m. Principal Alan Arcilla said the first day of classes in the school went without a hitch despite ongoing issues. Meantime, several localities had to suspend classes today due to inclement weather. Classes in all levels for both public and private schools were called off in the municipalities of Lian, Taal, Calaca, and Calatagan in Batangas. No school as well for 6 towns in Occidental Mindoro, namely Calintaan, Magsaysay, Mamburao, Rizal, San Jose, and Santa Cruz. The municipality of Culion, Palawan, and the cities of Bacolod, Bago, and Talisay in Negros Occidental have also suspended all classes. Over in Cagayan, schools are filled with evacuees instead of students due to the onslaught of Typhoon Goring. Massive flooding remains a problem in the province. In the town of Alcala, evacuees will be transported to a covered court so the schools can be open to students once the weather clears up.
Magpadala na lang kami ng mga modular tent and then yung sa lagyan ng trapal para kahit umulan, hindi sila mababasa sa loob.
Some schools in Bulacan remain flooded as classes open today. Let's bring in Mon Gualvez reporting to us over the phone. Mon, how bad is the flooding in the schools there?
Denise, it's sunny, but many schools here in Bulacan and even in Pampanga are still swamped by flood waters. Students and teachers here are strategizing just to ensure classes would push through as planned. In Doña Damiana de Leon Macan Memorial Elementary School in Calumpit, Bulacan, where flood is still a foot deep, teachers and students cross through stacked-up sacks and steel chairs to get up to classrooms. On top of that problem, out of 25 classrooms, only 8 could be used. And like many schools, they just employed shifting, where they stay in classrooms for only 3 to 4 hours compared to the usual 5 to 6. Then the rest, they just fulfill via modular learning. And they are actually mulling to use the stage as well for the afternoon shift. The arrangements harder, but both parents and students wanted face-to-face more than modular or study-at-home method. The reason why it's still flooded, aside from the recent storms, is high tide. And that flood are also a common sight here. The school principal has already reminded complete uniform is no longer a must, and students are allowed to wear even slippers if these ensure their comfort and safety amid the flood. Denise?
Thank you very much, Mon Gualvez. Now, let's check on the weather. Typhoon Goring maintains its strength while moving northwestward. Pag-asa last spotted Goring some 180 kilometers east of Apari, Cagayan. It is packing winds of up to 155 kilometers per hour and gustiness of 190 kilometers per hour. Goring may pass very close or make landfall over Batanes on Wednesday. It is then expected to exit PAR and head towards southeastern China. Signal number 3 is up over the southern portion of Batanes and the northeastern portion of Babuyan Islands. The rest of Batanes and Babuyan Islands, as well as the extreme northern east portion of mainland Cagayan, are under signal number 2. Signal number 1 is hoisted over parts of Cagayan, Isabela, Apayao, and Ilocos Norte. Meanwhile, tropical storm Heikwe was last seen east of northern Luzon with winds of up to 65 kilometers per hour. It will be called Hana once it enters the Philippines. Time to take a quick break. One News Now will be back with more stories after that. Stay with us. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Denise Tan. The Land Transportation Office has suspended the driver's license of the retired cop who assaulted a cyclist. The LTO explained that Willie Gonzalez's license to drive will only be suspended for 90 days pending investigation. The agency did not rule out the permanent revocation and lifetime non-issuance of the ex-cop's driver's license. Meantime, the Interior Department wants charges filed against Gonzalez. The DILG is looking at administrative charges against the former policeman who was earlier caught on a viral video hurting and brandishing a gun at a cyclist. The DILG also called Gonzalez a bully. For their part, Quezon City Police District Director Nicolas Torre III said that alarm and scandal charges will be filed against Gonzalez. Torre also told Radio 5 that the gun-toting ex-cop had been dismissed from the police force since 2018.
My investigators are proceeding to the City Hall waiting for the prosecutor kasi ipa-file ngayong araw na to ang alarm and scandal. Ang ating complainant ay 4 na pulis galing sa Station 11, including the station commander. And ang ating ebidensya ay ang kanyang baril na iniwan doon sa Galas Police Station nung araw ding yon na hindi sinoldan ng station commander at ang video na viral na nakita natin.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. Companies have implemented another round of oil price hikes this Tuesday, August 29. Diesel is pricier by 70 centavos a liter, while gasoline prices are up by 30 centavos per liter. Kerosene prices, meanwhile, are more expensive by 80 centavos per liter. This is the 8th consecutive week of oil price hikes. The Philippine Coast Guard has suspended sea travel in several areas due to inclement weather. This covers ports within the area, or parts rather, of the areas of responsibility of Batangas and route to Oriental Mindoro, Marinduque, Romblon, Polillo, Group of Islands, and Northern Quezon. President Bongbong Marcos has reappointed Monica Luis Teodoro as his special envoy to the United Nations Children's Fund, or UNICEF. The envoy is a wife of Defense Secretary Gilbert Teodoro. Teodoro was first appointed to the post back in 2018 under the administration of the former President Rodrigo Duterte. Shifting now to sports, it's make or break for Gilas Pilipinas tonight. The national team will face off with Italy in their last chance to qualify for the second round of the FIBA World Cup. Marty Bautista with the details.
Tonight, Gilas will be facing Italy in their last game in the group phase of the 2023 FIBA World Cup. This is the final night that Gilas can vie for a shot at the second round of the games. The national team remains winless after losing against Dominican Republic in the opening game and Angola last Sunday. Since this game is their last chance, the team focused hard on their practice session last night at the PhilSports Arena. For team captain Japet Aguilar, Gilas needs to start hot in the first quarter.
To start strong and finish strong. We have some moments pero yun nga hindi namin ma-sustain. So ayun, we win as a team, we lose as a team.
Their other big man, Kai Soto, meanwhile, said that the additional pressure is expected given that this is a do-or-die game.
Lagi namang may pressure kahit saan ako maglaro kahit saan kami maglaro may pressure, especially sa kung gaano kataas ng level tong FIBA World Cup. Syempre lagi may pressure, home court pa kami. So but as professionals, you know, sa high level basketball players, we have to deal about pressure and you just got to push through that.
Utah Jazz player Jordan Clarkson is currently Gilas' top scorer with at least 21 points and 7 assists per game. But Kai emphasized that a team effort is crucial for them to prevail against Italy.
We all know they're a very good all-around team. Focus namin defensively, how to stop or limit their wings. It's going to take a whole team effort to stop them.
Clarkson's Utah Jazz teammate Simone Fontecchio is part of the Italian team. He'll be one of the players that the national team will watch out for.
Ano pa po? Yung ni Jordan, yun. Tapos yung point guard nila, may pinanood kami kanina na sa video eh. Siya yung mga plays din ni Ran namin kanina.
The match will be at 8 p.m. at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. It'll also be aired on TV5 and One Sports, as well as on PTV4 in partnership with Signal. For News 5, Marty Bautista, we are One News.
For sports analyst and coach Charles Chu, Gilas needs a leader to pull the team together. In an interview with The Big Story, Chu lamented that Gilas could have won against the Dominican Republic and Angola, these being close matches. He believes that the national team had ample time to prepare, save for main scorer Jordan Clarkson and big man Kai Soto. Chu added Gilas has some hoops to go through if they want to keep their Olympics bid alive.
Well, we do have one more game and two more after that to try and make the Olympics, right? But we are going to need some of the other Asian teams to lose for us to have a chance. I don't think we have that one alpha who can kind of just police everybody, get everybody to follow orders, and that's something that's been lacking. We haven't been playing well enough. You can make a case for also being outcoached. So it's a collective effort from everybody involved, and that's the reason why we're struggling.
One News Now will be back at 3:15 p.m. Join us again later. I'm Denise Tan. We are One News.